Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with a follow-up long-term review of the Eufy Security Wireless 2K Doorbell. This guy right here. And I've had this installed on my front doorstep since I completed my original review a long time ago. And now, if you're watching it now, is the time that you're going to find a lot of sales, a lot of deals, just in time for Black Friday, holiday shopping. And you're probably looking at this wondering, well, is now the time to buy one? Is it actually any good? Well, I think it's very good. I've been using it. I've been very happy about it. And I have a couple of things I want to talk about that I've kind of experienced long term just because, you can't tell all these things in the beginning. I tested it out. I used it for a while, made my thoughts and impressions and put my video together. But now I've had a long time to use it. And I think it's good to follow back and to give you guys an update. So we're going to do that. But before we do, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Now let's talk about the wireless 2K security doorbell. So the first thing a lot of you are probably wondering about is battery life. And it says that it's good for 180 days, which is half a year. And you want to know, does it actually work that long? Well, the answer to that question is it depends. It depends on how much traffic you get in front of your door. I have mine set up. I do it, use it all the time. And the thing is, I have a very, very, very active front door. What I mean by that is my wife and I, we have 6 kids. They all ride the bus. You got all the deliveries, the FedEx guy, the UPS guy, someone's dog walks in front of your house. It gets triggered a lot. So if you have a really high traffic area front door, you may not necessarily get 180 days of battery life. So I find myself having to recharge it a lot more frequently than I thought I was going to. Probably about the 2-month mark, I kind of got to recharge it. And the first time, like the first full charging cycle, it seemed like it lasted a lot longer. And it seems like now I'm basically having to recharge it like every 6 to 8 weeks. Like by the time I recharge it, it's like I feel like I just charged it not too long ago. And I don't know if that's just because it just gets, activated all the time, or if it's a combination of just maybe the battery's not the most amazing in the world. So I will caution you in that. I can't compare it to a Ring. I don't have a Ring doorbell. This is the only one that I've ever used. But I've been using Eufy security products for a long time. They pretty much never hold up to what they say they're going to on the box. If it says a year, you're probably going to get half a year. If it says half a year, you're probably going to get about 3 months. And I think if you can get 3 to 4 months, it's pretty reasonable. It's not the most expensive in the world, but it's also not the cheapest. They have a couple other options now that are less expensive, like their slim doorbell. I haven't tested those out. This is the only one I've tested out, and I like it a lot. I think that, if you have to put it on the charger for a couple of hours once every 2 or 3 months, probably. Here's the thing. Again, if you have a super high traffic area, it's going to go off all the time. You could probably kill it in a month. Like if you have this on the front of your business, and you have people coming in 100, 150 times a day, yeah, you're going to drain it really, really, really fast. But that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to a battery-powered doorbell. Here's what you can do, though. If you already have an existing doorbell with the wiring, on the back here, you can see these 2 prongs. The great thing about the wireless doorbell is you can use it both ways. You can use it with the battery. You can install it freely wherever you want. But also you can use the terminal connector on the back. So if you have an existing doorbell, you can wire it right up and it's great, and that alleviates any of the battery concerns you might ever have. So if you've already got a doorbell, great, hook it up that way. If you don't, you're subject to the life of the battery, which I think is probably okay. I'm fairly certain if I got a Ring doorbell, it would probably do something similar, but like I said, if you've got a high traffic area like me, that's what you're going to be subject to. It's not going to get 6 months, but it's really going to depend on your mileage, and your mileage may vary. So the other thing I want to talk about is how well does it actually work? Well, the nice thing is you've got the nice chime on the base station, which is connected inside. It's actually really loud. Like you can hear it basically throughout the house. I've got a 2,800 square foot house, and when it goes off, my kids can hear it, I can hear it, the dog can definitely hear it. So you're going to be covered there. It makes plenty of noise. It does really good. Like sometimes whenever you get alarm system stuff and you get doorbell stuff, some of them are not very loud. This one is very, very loud. You can hear it clear as day. You're not going to have any problems, and you get the notification on the app on your phone. So that's also nice. So you get good access. Whenever somebody rings it, then you can just dial in on your app. Well, dial in, you just open it up, and then you can see what's going on. Here's another thing. if you're expecting to be, it does do two-way communication. So you can talk to people. You've got the microphone on it and then also the speaker. So somebody, you can communicate with them on your front doorstep. That's nice. However, there is a slight delay from when it activates and when you actually get into the app. So if it's not somebody standing at the door, you're likely not going to get a hold of them. They have to stand there, press the doorbell, hang around for 5 or 10 seconds, and then you can communicate with them, and the communication is fine. I've done it several times, especially with my kids. If I'm not home, if they get off the bus, if they ring the doorbell trying to get in, whatever. If the neighbor kid comes by and wants to come hang out and we're out eating dinner, I've even used it to catch the postman or somebody before dropping off a package. The two-way communication is fine, but they are going to have to stand there for a second. Otherwise, make sure you're talking to it loud so you can try and catch them while they're walking away. So this is not one of those things where it's like, oh, instantaneously let me hit it and open up some dialogue. So that is a concern. It does start recording as soon as it notices someone. So you get a motion event or somebody presses the doorbell. Yes, it's going to start recording instantly, but there's a couple second delay between when it activates, when you get the notification, and by time you can actually hit the microphone and talk to somebody. So that's another concern. But I think most doorbells are kind of that way. None of them are instantaneous, at least not that I know of. So it works very well for that. The speaker is good. It works well. The only other concern is when you're talking, there is also kind of a delay. So what you end up doing sometimes is talking over the person trying to talk to you. So make sure you're keeping an eye. Let them finish talking and then talk. Because if not, you're going to be talking over each other and it's going to mess everything up. So battery life, it's very good. It's manageable. And you just have to put it on the charger for a couple hours and you're top back off and you're good to go again. So you're fine that way. I think the battery life is okay. Just don't expect to get 6 months. If you got an apartment and it's facing somebody else's door or it's facing, out into the oblivion and nobody ever comes by it, you can probably get 6 months. But if you're getting a high traffic area, no, you're not going to get that. So those are the big concern areas. How long does the battery life last? Is it actually good for talking to people? Does it notify you? Is it easy to access? Yes, it is. And the doorbell is nice and loud. And then the alternative, you can connect it to your pre-existing wiring if you have that already. So I think those are kind of the big areas I wanted to touch on. I do want to say I do enjoy it. I'm glad I have it. It gives me peace of mind. It gives me a nice notification. I like the loud doorbell. And it works out great for me and my house and my family. So I do like that. I'm glad I have it. I think it's worth the money. If you can find it on sale, definitely pick one up that way because they're always having sales on these things, especially during the holiday season. So keep an eye. Check out Eufy's website. Go there. Also, where I always check out is a place called slickdeals.net. And this isn't just for doorbells. This is for everything. Like slickdeals.net has everything. So follow that closely. You get a lot of stuff you find on there, even on Amazon. There are a lot of places where you can find these, and they do drop the price on things quite frequently, especially when new products come out. So that's all I've got on my follow-up review. Hopefully it's been helpful for you. Hopefully this is some added insight that you wanted to have, taking a look at it later on, because I think it was important. I thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and make a follow-up, tell people kind of what my experience has been with it. I didn't show off any footage in this. I didn't show off how it actually works. You can check out my full video for that right here, and you can get all the detailed stuff because I went through and did an in-depth review on it. This is just a follow-up, letting you know what thoughts and concerns that I had and my experience with it. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.